Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have William. William is from South Africa, so let's see what William has to say. Enjoy the interview. How are you, William? You okay?
I'm well, thank you very much.
Very good, very good. So, before we start the game, tell me where you're from.
Okay, I'm from the Klein district in Eastern Cape, South Africa. We farm here with cattle, and yeah, it's where we are.
Amazing.
So I'm Eastern Cape.
East Cape, okay. And what's the weather look like now?
The weather right now, we had a bit of rain prior to summer, so it's hot, it's nice. Yeah, today's a bit chilly, but yeah, just a normal summer's day. Everything's actually good.
Very good. And what do you do for a living, William?
I farm with my life partner. We farm. We are farmers.
Amazing, amazing. And what do you like the most about being a farmer?
I think the freedom, being in touch with nature, direct link in you and the guy next. Can I explain this? It's just being in touch with nature, being doing your own thing, being your own boss, not actually running around, listening to someone, and actually, planning your day and according to the needs of the field and the cattle, if I can put it that way.
I see. Right, so before we start our journey, William the Magic Box, I would like you to tell me something interesting about yourself.
Okay, well, I'm a very positive person. I believe in every negative situation there is something positive to go look at. I don't believe in negativity as a whole itself. So yeah, I'm the influencer when it comes to being positive and looking at the positive side of things. That me in short. No issues, no drama. That's me running. But yeah, I'm just we're just normal blokes. You get older and you grow, and you tend to leave certain things behind you because you don't have time for it anymore. Time is of the essence, and as you grow older, you actually need to you learn to use your time more wisely, if I can put it that way.
Absolutely, totally agree with you. I think the older you get, you prioritize other things, and you and you don't give too much attention things that's pointless, things that it's not going to change. Less drama. I think we get to a point where we are more relaxed and more.
Yeah, well, you can't change what you can't change. I mean, that's just the way it is.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Right, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life?
Let's go.
Yeah, amazing. So welcome to William and the Magic Box. I'm just gonna play a song now, just for us to move a little bit before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, William, ready for the first question?
Indeed.
Just before I start the game, if there is a question through the game that you don't have an answer for, you don't want to answer, always can change, okay? It's all very friendly, right?
Okay.
The first question for you is, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly? And what would you do?
I would rather be invisible.
Oh.
I think that will be a lot of answers or questions answered by just being in certain places at the correct time framing. So yeah, I'll definitely be invisible before I could fly. Absolutely.
Very good. And what would be the first thing that you would do? Let's say from today you have this power of being invisible. What would be the first thing that would you go or would you try to see, or what would you do?
I would like to find out what is the whole bloody pandemic after COVID-19. What is the real case story? What is happening? Because it's a new variant and on this date, on this hour, on this. I mean, it just we are going through the new variant right now, and you are right at December, Christmas time, and everything once again, and you don't really know where you are, where you're standing. I mean, your country doesn't give you too much info. It is always just, go down to the bottom, and you hear on 99.9 what is happening. And so I would like to find out what's the real cause behind and what's happening with COVID-19. I see.
It's what you just said, William, is I've got a very good friend of mine. He's from Port Elizabeth in so I met him. I met him this week on Wednesday, and he's just so sad that the borders closed again. He's trying to go to South Africa for the last 3 years, and things are going really badly, like regarding that. And he said,
that's the thing. They don't. Like I said, it's always on. Like I think the president is speaking on Sunday. There's no pre-warning. There's no. It is just on Sunday you hear what's happening, and that's it. Borders closing, no flights, no this, no that, no traveling in between your own country borders. So that makes it hard. That makes
absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully things gonna get better soon. Hopefully.
Let's hope so.
Absolutely. Next question. Right. Next question for you is, what is your idea of a perfect day?
Well, a perfect day, I think we do get so many perfect days that we don't actually see it, and we don't realize it. A perfect day is just, for me, it's just a day where you wake up and your day goes smooth and you don't have any hiccups, and your day is just blessed. That's a perfect day for me. I don't think on my age you really get those super fantastic perfect days, but I mean, that's life. You learn to deal with perfect day. Perfect day for me is waking up in a smooth day, just having a normal smooth day without any hiccups and fights and odds and.
I agree as well. I think perfect day is the one you make yourself your perfect day. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
How you face the day. I totally agree as well. Next question. Let's do it.
Okay, let's go.
William, before the next question, tell me, so people call you Will, Willie, Will.i.am. Do you have any nicknames regarding William?
Oh, there's a few. It's William, it's Will, it's Billy, it's Stan the Man. It's like this long list of friends, and everyone has their own name. My parents called me the one thing, and my friends called me the other thing, and my life partner called me the other. There's this long list.
Which one is your favorite? That sounds good to you when you listen to it, when you hear it.
I just like to be called William. That's it. It's my name, and that's what I prefer to be called.
Very good, very good. Next question for you is, what do you like the most in your best friends?
Friends that's compassionate and it's there. Friends that they're so rare to have a friend that you can pick up your phone 2:00 in the morning and sit in Timbuktu, and they sit in a GRU, and they will actually come and help you. So that for me is a perfect friend. Someone that's there, someone that's there is no effort when it comes to the friendship, and someone that actually spends time to give you the most valuable gift. It's time, and you can give the same back. So that's for me as a perfect friend. Someone that's there, someone that listens, someone that just knows to just zip it and just listen. And then you get your days when you just need a friend to just have a friend. Your buddy. But for me, a friend is someone that's there when you really need them, and that actually give you the time as to the time that you spend on them.
And your best friends, they live as well in the same town as you live, or most they are spread around?
Well, most of my friends are spread around. They're not very far from me. They're in Cape Town or in Joburg, which is a bit far. But I've got friends in the GRU as well that I can or good friends. You know, people in the crew are very what's the right word? They're very caring and loving and involved. You know, because it's a farming community, people tend to be more involved in your day-to-day life. I can put it that way, which has a good side and a negative side, but I tend to look at the good side of it.
Absolutely. Where I come from as well, when I was born in Brazil, the place where I was born was very small. So, you know what I mean? People, they are very close in a way, but sometimes as well is kind of too much close. Too much close.
They know too much.
How far, how are you more close or like more close to Cape Town or more close to Johannesburg?
Well, the closest city for me would be Port Elizabeth, there where your friend is from. I'm 240 km from there. Joburg is a bit far. I'm about 12 hours drive from Joburg. That's over 1,000 kilometers.
Oh, wow.
Cape Town is just over 500 kilometers. So I'm like, yeah, Cape Town is closer than what's Johannesburg.
I see. Okay. Next question. Let's do it. Next question for you is, how would you like to be remembered in life?
I would like to be remembered by just the person who I am. I'm a good-hearted, soft person. I tend to overcare for people and neglect myself. So I think I would just like to be remembered for who I was and who I am. And people with kind hearts are normally neglected to the point when they're not there anymore. Then it's a situation of being missed and he was a good person and so I would just like to be remembered for me. Nothing special, just me. I do believe we all have our own specialities and ways of doing things, but yeah, when you tend to be a too soft person and a kind heart, people tend to just overrun it and don't really see who you really are, because you don't. Yeah, you know, you just kill them with kindness and they misinterpret it and actually misabuse it. So yeah,
let's see.
For me.
Very good. And do you have siblings as well?
I do, yes. I've got a brother, which is the middle child. I'm the oldest, and I've got a sister, which is the youngest. Both married. My brother's immigrating to the UK in December. Well, now sometime soon.
Oh, wow.
My sister's in Rustenburg, happily married, and yeah, same as me. My folks still live. My mom was diagnosed with cancer, but yeah, we cope with it and we take it day by day.
Yeah, you mentioned before, by the way, is your mom okay now? Because you mentioned before, you had the interview in the past, but you're going through this tough time, but she's better now.
I think cancer is cancer, you know, you have your good days and you have your weak days and you have your bad days, you know, so it all depends on the illness and the day, you know, it's like an up down roller coaster, not just with the family, but with your mom as well, you know, because it pulls you apart and it brings you together and it pulls you apart again, and it has a way of bringing a family closer together at the end, I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah, just send my positive thoughts for the hopefully she gets a better place.
Thanks, man.
Next question for you. Let's do it. Before the next question, William, as you mentioned that you have a partner, what's the most beautiful lesson you've learned so far from him?
We're both individual people, and we should stay individuals and not change because of the other person or because of neediness of the other person, but actually meet one another in the middle and actually sit down, discuss it, and get to the point where you both agree to this will work for us or this won't work for us. And talk. You know, if you don't communicate, you will never know. So say what's on your heart, even if it's hard, even if it's scary. You need to talk about it, make it work. Yeah, the most valuable lesson I I've learned from him is to stay who I am, and he will stay who he is, but we will meet one another with difficult situations in the middle and actually discuss it.
Yeah, I think really a relationship is like a maintenance every single day, you know what I mean? Maintenance, understanding. Yeah, that's what relationship is. Next question for you is, what keeps you up at night?
What keeps me up? I'm a busy man. My brain is constantly
working.
So I don't sleep a lot, and when I do sleep, I'm a very light sleeper. So I'm the type of guy that anyway goes to 4 to 5 hours sleep. But there's nothing really keeping me up. I would say books, reading and reading mostly. That would be what's keeping me up. When I read something interesting, it's a point where you can't put it down. You need to know what's happening next. And
yes,
that's about it.
Are you most of a day or night person?
No, I love the day. Make no mistake. There's too many things that I love during the day. I don't mind nights at all, but there's things to do at night and there's things to do in daytime. So it's very difficult to say which one I prefer. But if I must choose and have only one, it would be
a day person.
A day person, yeah.
I see. Usually,
at night I would like to cuddle, read, and just just be with my partner and be with the things that I love and what I like to do. In the day you actually work, it's your working day, so. Good
one, very good. Next question, let's do it.
Okay.
Next question from William from South Africa. Next question for you is, if you could go back in time in one moment or memory in your life, what that would be and why?
Think about it. I wouldn't really want to go back to any past things of my life. I think as you grow older, you just tend to become wiser. If I must really one, I would go back to the year 2010 when my grandfather passed away. I would just like to give him that last hug and tell him that I love him. You think there's still time, and when it's gone, it's gone. And there's many days that I miss him dearly. I wish I can just say it to him one more time. So I would go back in that specific moment, just give him a hug and say, thank you, I love you, you've been a phenomenal man, and thanks for the wow that you have taught me in your life. So that'd be the one moment I would definitely go back.
Very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure wherever he is right now, he's gonna be very happy to know that, for sure.
That'd be.
Next question, William. For the next question, William, did you always have the support of your family being gay?
Yes, I'm very lucky in that things to have parents. Well, not at the beginning, they grew on them, but my grandfather, my grandmother, my aunts and uncles, my sister, my brother, all of them were happy, open arms, and which is basically makes you happy makes us happy. So my mom cried and said, well, I'm a child and she would rather accept than lose me. And my dad just cried and said, I love you no matter what. So I was very lucky. I never went through the normal things what gay people talk about. I don't know what it is to have parents that's not supportive, because mine is very supportive.
I see. But did you was a moment that you came out, or naturally they kind of realized that you were gay, or there was a moment?
No, I came out in the worst possible way. I told the whole family at once.
Wow.
So I just didn't have time to year there. So I told everyone at once, whatever function, I told everyone, and it was over and done with. And yeah, nobody had questions except my parents, obviously. So yeah.
And how old were you at the time?
19.
Very young. Wow, very brave as well. Wow.
Oh well, I knew what I wanted. I've always been that way. I know what I want. And these goals with time framings on the things I do.
Very good. Good one. Next question for you is, who are you most thankful for and why?
Well, it's hard to one individual in that specific spot, but I would say my grandfather. Mm-hmm. He taught me probably the most valuable lessons in life without saying something, but by showing us. I mean, he kind of this picture of love, and he never taught us that. He just showed us, you know, up until the day when he died, he would open the door for my grandma. They never had an argument, well, in my life that I knew about. Silly things. He would pick a flower every day and put it on a pillow, and simple, small things. So, taught me probably the biggest gifts in life that you can get, and beauty, behind it. So I'm a very passionate person when it comes to love. I believe in it above all. I'm a sucker for any love, romance, movie, whatever. And then I have a relationship with my mother that a mother shouldn't have. I can tell a mom went to pull mode, and she would be my best friend. Mm-hmm. And she will never, as a friend, say something as a mother of what she has just heard as a friend when she's my mom, you know. So we have a very close bond. We never tend to have that, but the last, I would say, 10 years, it just grew phenomenally strong. And so my mom and my granddad would be the two people that would stand out.
Very good. Good one. Very good, William. Very good. Next question. Ready?
Here we go.
Let's do it. Next question for you is, what is something you wish you could do every single day?
I wish I can feed a hungry mouth every single day.
Oh, that's beautiful, William. That's beautiful.
We live in a province, and the Eastern Cape is a province which is probably the most neglected of them all, because the people drink so much. I don't know what's the English word for it, but you have a child and people don't really care, you know. Weekends they don't eat, they just walk around, they just sleep wherever they sleep. I would love to feed one hungry mouth or a few every day of my life. Yeah, that would be it. One thing I would love to do.
Oh, that's beautiful, 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 beautiful. I think where I come from as well, you know, from Brazil, and I'm sure the poverty there, you know what I mean? There are so many people, you know what I mean, needs at least, like as you said, like a plate of food every single day to be happy. I think, it's a good point. I think we as you come from and where I come from as well, we can see that, you know what I mean, like in our daily basis, we can, it's something that it's visible, you know what I mean? So, you know,
I believe if you are a grown-up, you can still live a day or two without food. And if you're not a child of 3-4 years old, you know, no, it's just,
yeah. It's very sad to see. It's very sad that until nowadays we still can see those kinds of things happen, isn't it? This poverty.
It's happening more and more, hey?
Yeah.
It's just increasing, and it's climbing by the day.
Absolutely. Cool. Next question.
Okay. Here we go.
Let's do it. Before the next question, what's the best part, in your opinion, of living in South Africa?
I think it's the diversity, especially living close to Cape Town and being in Cape Town for such a long period of my of my youth. It's the diversity of anything mingles, anything goes. You know, you don't ask questions. You don't raise an eyebrow if you see green, yellow, purple all mixed and just being themselves. So I would definitely say the diversity, and by far we actually live in one of the most beautiful countries in the world. I would say we have our moments and we have our chacha, like, I mean, any other place have it as well, but the beauty of South Africa is just beautiful, and I don't think there's a country in the world. They are beautiful and they have their things, but not South Africa. We just have a little bit extra. So yeah.
Very good one. Right. Do you have any pet peeves?
I do. Like I told you right at the beginning, I cannot do someone else's drama the whole day. It's me just running, you know. I don't have time for it. You just get to a point where you don't care, you know. Just take your little bag and leave it at the door, and then we can talk. And when you leave, you can take your bag again. We don't have time, or you don't have time to listen to every individual's problems and stories, and just happy-go-lucky, whatever you want to call it. Life is short, and you need to spend your time wisely.
Absolutely.
So, when it comes to your partners and your direct family, then it's a different issue. But when it comes to people just nagging and going on, that's me running. It's actually me just running off. So I don't have time for it.
Very good. Good one.
That annoys the living hell out of me. And my parrot, I have a parrot that talks when it shouldn't talk, and does all kinds of funny things when it shouldn't. So that thing as well, yeah. That's the two things that irritates the living hell out of me, yeah.
Interesting. William, I have 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. Let's do it. Right, next question for you is, are you a cat or a dog person? And if you could be an animal, which one that would be and why?
I'm definitely a dog person. I don't have an issue with a cat. It's just, I don't know. When it comes to humbleness, there's nothing more humble than a dog. When your cat is just, it's there, it's pretty, and you need to face the fact that you live with the cat and not the cat with you. So that's a point where I'm like, yeah. And if I could be any animal, I would probably want to be a giraffe.
Tell me why.
You know, just, or otherwise, everyone would probably say lion, you know, the king of the jungle. I would want to be a giraffe because they're tall and they can, I don't know why. I just love giraffes, and they've always been a unique animal to me, even ever since I've been to the Kruger Park the first time. It's a very unique animal.
It's very interesting.
And I can spend hours looking at them. I mean, the different meaning of drinking water, the awareness that they have around them 24/7. So yeah, I would probably be that.
Very good, very good. Good one. 2 questions left.
Okay.
Let's do it. William, when I was checking your profile on Facebook, I saw you are originally from Cape Town. You grew up there?
Yes. No, I grew up in Johannesburg, and then moved to Pretoria to my first relationship, and then after we split up and divorced, I moved to Cape Town, and that's where I've opened my store, and I lived there for a few years. So yeah.
But you grew up in Johannesburg.
I grew up in Johannesburg, but
my
heart and my soul and everything belongs very much to Cape Town. I'm definitely a Cape Townian and not a Joburg boy.
Okay, so let's see. When you close your eyes and you think about Cape Town, what's the best memories that you have from there? What comes straight away, like, genuinely to your mind?
There's many. I would probably say meeting my life partner.
Wow.
It was a very random evening, and it was the last thing that I've expected and wanted. And
wow.
Yeah, it just knocked my feet. Yeah, it just rocked my world, and yeah, so I'd say meeting my life partner.
Wow. And how long since that happened been for since then?
We on year 10 going on 11 now.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good. Next question for you is, what did you want to be growing up?
I wanted to be a fireman when I was very young. And then as I grow older, I wanted to become an accountant. Mm-hmm. But life has its ways and its turns and things, and I landed up in hospitality, which I don't regret a day. I think it's a very hard industry. People don't actually realize it. It's very hard. But if it's from here and it's love and passion, it's not really work. It's hard, it's long hours, etc., but it's love and it's passion and it's
absolutely.
And it's, yeah, so I'm very lucky to have been thrown into that line before I farmed. Actually know what it is, because it is hard work, but it's enjoyable, and if you love it, you just do it, and there's no questions asked. You know, I always say to people, I've not worked a day in my life because I loved it so much. So yeah.
Very good. Good one. Very good. Ready for the last one?
Oh, let's go.
Let's do the last question, William. Let's do it. I can't wait to come to South Africa. I have so many guests already on the show from South Africa, and I've been learning a lot. People from Cape Town, people from Johannesburg, other places as well. I think just can't wait to come to South Africa. William, before the last question, what is the most positive thing you took out of this challenge moment that the world has been facing for the last 18, 19 months?
I actually looked at the nature side of it all. We tend to focus on all the negative and all the bad of we can't do this, we can't do that. But in between it all, we've actually learned to become a family, sit around a table again, talk, communicate, just be friends again, and have time to actually do those things. Not just that, while we were all having time to do our things, especially us that works with nature every single day, it's been such a dramatic change in things happening, small things. People will never realize that actually changed and happened. You know, animals became more wary again. What was theirs prior. So the good and the bad is, for me, there wasn't very much bad, except for, we can't do this now because we want to. This is really a need. No, it's not. But we've learned to actually spend time again with family, a quality time, listen to people, and actually see nature grows and become what it was before we just took it and never asked it. So that's the one positive thing that came for me out of COVID-19 and still comes out of COVID-19.
Very good. Ready for the last question?
Yes, let's go.
Last question for you is, if you could be any age, what age that would be and why?
Well, I never want to be 20 and 30 again, ever. Don't know what 50 and 60 is like, but I kind of enjoy going into 40s. I think it's a very, you're like halfway through your life, and there's things that start to make more sense, and you are more wary of certain things. I mean, now your parents, while your friends' parents are falling away, and your own parents are old, and so you are more wary of certain things, and you respect life more. Things that you would do when you're 20, you'll never do by the age of 40. You know, so I enjoy being 40. I don't know what the rest would be. I presume it's going to be fantastic because I love, being older. I just think it's fantastic.
Yes.
Except for not being able to do what you used to be doing when you were 20.
For sure.
But yeah, otherwise, I would say other than that, I enjoy 40. I think it's good. I think it's a good age. You're halfway there. And you know where you belong for the first time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I totally agree. I think aging is a beautiful thing. Age is a gift, you know what I mean? I just love it as well. I think it's you look life in a different way, and of course, as you said, when I go to the gym now, I go like, oops, 10 years ago I didn't feel this. I did that in a more quicker way, or I did that now it's, but anyway, I think
now when you go out, it takes 3 days to recover.
Yes, absolutely. William, it's not the end yet. Okay, let's play now the word association game. I'm going to give away some words. Just tell me one word that comes to your mind, okay? Quick thinking.
Okay.
Let's start with family.
Mom.
Money.
Dollars.
Okay. Love.
Passion.
Life.
Beauty. It's beautiful.
How about sex?
Sex. Necessity, I would say. I don't know.
How about politics? One word.
Go there.
Okay.
It's a subject that can go forever.
Yes, that's true. Religion.
Everyone's entitled to their own.
Okay.
Fear. Also a subject. Fear. Myself.
Interesting. How about friendship?
My partner.
Desire.
It's ugly. No, I'm not going to say that. Desire goes with lust, I would say. It's the same thing. It's hand in hand. I don't desire anything else. Well, not that I desire, but this is coming up wrong now.
One word for regrets.
Sad. One word for it. Sadness.
How about success?
Hard work.
Good one. Wish.
Wishful thinking. Which one weighs more? I don't believe in wishes. You have to work hard to make things work. You can wish in one hand and...
Good. One word for happiness.
Family.
One word for Cape Town.
Amazeballs. Fantastic. Fabulous. Amazing. Wow.
One word for Johannesburg.
Poverty. Politics.
One word for Nelson Mandela.
Well done.
Good. And the last one now, South Africa.
South Africa. Beautiful, amazing, rich, home.
So many words. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your lovely partner for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your lovely partner, tell me the most beautiful thing about William, and tell me something that he still needs to improve on, to work on. What do you think your partner will tell me?
But tell me I need to listen more. I think to talk before I've listened it through. So he would start a thing and I would already know where it's going because of the age gap. I tend to think I always know where he's going, and sometimes I'm wrong. And then I said ABCD and I should have actually listened before I said something. So that would be probably what he would say. Other than that, he would say, I'm hearing, I'm loving, I'm there, I'm his rock, I'm home.
Me. Right, and if I would ask the same question to your lovely mom, would be the same answer?
So, I would say to him, he knows this. He needs to take people's feelings in consideration before he says and does things. There's consequences for everything you do. So there's a reason you do a thing, and to always be able to say why you did it. There's reason to do it, and you can't just say something to or at someone without thinking of that person's feelings and what might be simple to you is heartbreaking to that person, and it can be make it or break it. I can put it that way. Because he tends to say things harsh without thinking, and it's not always what he meant to be saying, but he just don't think. He just says things as it is. So that would be my thing to him. But I'm very lucky to have a beautiful man that loves me very much, and we love one another very much. We work together. We are basically together 24/7, and we make it work for the past 10 years now. So we never get enough. It's just, it's just a beautiful road.
Very good, William.
But it's hard work.
That's what makes the journey interesting. That's what makes the journey interesting.
That is. It is.
Right, before, so let's play now William in the magic box. You, William, from South Africa, and you can ask me a question. But before that, let's play the news one more time. Okay, William, from South Africa, you can ask me a question now.
Up in Brazil, what would be your best and your least favorite things of being born in Brazil?
Oh, what's the best and the worst part of?
What's yours? Your personal feeling on what was the best for you and what is the?
Okay, I see. I got it. I think, okay, let's start with the negative first. I think Brazil is such such a rich country, and we are so big. We have so much, you know what I mean? We have so much. It's a rich country. We have so much nature. We have so much thing that the politician could use that to make a country, you know what I mean? Just the way that should be.
Yeah.
Like, you know, as you were talking before about giving priorities to education, to helping people, you know what I mean, the poverty as well. I think that's, I think being born in a country where you know that's such a rich country, have so much to give, so much that can be, let's say, explored, you know what I mean, and sadly is in other people's hands, and they, you know what I mean, they take granted for that, and they prefer to, you know what I mean, to take that for their personal life instead of helping people around. So I think growing up in a country like that, and you see that, it's visible that, you know, it's a very different of being very rich and very poor. So they're the extreme there. So seeing that, it's a bit sad in a way, you know what I mean? Saying that it's a bit sad in a way. But saying that, the most like proud thing about being Brazilian, back in Brazil, that's I feel proud saying, is because we are very positive, we are very approachable. For us, problems, they are not problems compared with other nationalities. I live in London, I see some people like from other countries complain about things that for me, that is not a problem at all. That's just a consequence, just something that we face it. For me, like for Brazilian people, most of the Brazilian people, for us, like when you say a problem, it's really a problem. It's really something that it's not just up to you to, you know, to sort it out. It must be something very drastically. It must be something very difficult to deal with. For us, that's the way we see a problem. It's something that is not up to you. It's under your, you know what I mean? You cannot control yourself. That's for, I think, being Brazilian, that's what I like the most. We have this very approachable, open, a positivity approach that other people, when they they spot it on, they go like, oh my God, for us, the way we face life is where can sleep one person, can sleep two, where can eat two people, can eat 3 or 4 together as well. So we have this kind of approach as well. That's what makes the Brazilian people, our, nationality very well known around the world. I met many people from the other different countries, and they always say, "My God, William, it's something there. The energy in Brazil, it's something that you cannot find anywhere else in the world." And I've been living away from Brazil for 20 years now, and being away from 20 years, actually, I've been living my life most in Europe than Brazil. And when I look back, it's something there, and I totally agree. It's something there that is a positivity around the energy that we have. That is there, you know what I mean? It's just finding Brazil. So that's the most positive thing about growing up in Brazil. And I'm so fortunate that I live in a different country, and I can see that, because for us, living in Brazil, for us, it's just natural that you don't even realize that. But when you live abroad, you can see the difference. You see the difference, and you can see how much you appreciate even more. You know what I mean? You can see how much the difference is, and I'm very proud of being, you know what I mean? If I'm from a country which we have this beautiful approach, that being positive and persistent, and that's something that I'm very proud of.
Okay.
Good question. You made me think now. I love it. William, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the experience?
I did, yes. Thank you very much. Except for my technical issues at the beginning, but thank you. I had a good time.
Thanks so much. I believe that's everything happened in the right time. I think we've been trying for a while, and I think today meant to be today. And I'm so glad that we did it, because it was really nice to connect with someone, you know what I mean, so open and talking about your, you know what I mean, your life and your backgrounds and your beliefs. I think that's what life's about, for us to express ourselves and connecting with other people as well.
No, absolutely, it's true.
Thank you so much. But before you go, I would like to share a positive message or a positive quote, something that inspires you in life.
Well, I believe you just have to take each day as it comes, and look at the positive side of things. As I told you, I'm a very positive person, so it's very hard for me to read these quotes if you have 90% of it in you, printed in you already. I don't know how you get emotionally drained. I just don't know. But so just grab a day by its horns and run it through. Always be positive. There's something positive in everything negative. So just always look at the bright side and never look at the negative sides of things. Life isn't as hard as we make it. We tend to make it harder than what it actually is.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful journey that we just overthink everything. And just go back to the basics, to basics, and you'll see it's not as hard, it's not as difficult, and your day would be fantastic.
And sometimes we make so much drama out of something that's, you know what I mean, so easy to be sorted. It's something that is not a drama at all. Sometimes we tend to kind of, you know what I mean, see in a different way.
But people, when you see drama, you run.
Very interesting. William, it was a pleasure. Thanks so much for the interview, and you keep in touch, okay? Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Regards to your partner and to your family, okay? Keep in touch.
We'll do that. Thank you very much. And the same to you, hey. Cheers. Bye. Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.